if Nashville gets 18 inches of snow this weekend, I don't know what we're going to do. Because, for one, nobody here can drive in the snow. I'm from Detroit, and I can barely drive in 18 inches of snow. Y'all are cooked.
Waiting to talk about the storm that's coming this weekend because I didn't want to freak people out. And a lot of these forecasts never pan out, but this one is panning out, it looks like. Yeah, everyone's in agreement now that the crazy forecast is actually happening. This is going to be one of those storms you probably remember for much of your life. Basically, more than the eastern half of the United States is going to be below freezing. Most of that below zero. They're calling for, foot and a half of snow all through here, all the way to the mid-Atlantic, and 3 inches of ice in this pink band right here. 3 inches of ice is unbelievably catastrophic. That is worse than what Texas experienced in 2021. There's going to be loss of life. Anywhere there's 3 inches of ice, there's no power. There's not going to be a power line that's not on the ground when there's 3 inches of ice. And emergency services aren't going to be able to reach you because there's 3 inches of ice on the road. That's what's going to happen if this forecast is correct. The grid's going to fail. Refineries are going to shut down. Water systems are going to shut down. Could knock out a couple of LNG terminals if it goes far enough south on the Gulf Coast. This is going to be a disaster if this forecast is even close to accurate. I mean, a major disaster. Huge natural disaster across pretty much all the southern states. I'm not saying it's going to happen, but if you live in the pink area, you should plan to be without power for at least a week, maybe a month. That doesn't mean it's going to happen, but you need to prepare for it because it wouldn't be the first time it happened, okay? This is that. People went without power for a month in Texas in 2021. This is a repeat of that. For you folks in the upper Midwest, where it's going to be like 30 below, take the largest electric bill you've ever had in your life and add, 25% to that or more.
This is going viral all over the internet right now as we speak, guys. And so many Americans are panicking as we speak because right now there is a massive winter storm that is headed right now for America, guys. And it is insane to see how all of this is unfolding. And there are many different graphs that we've seen, guys. They have revised it multiple different times to show different ranges of the regions of the United States to where it's covering certain parts, but it keeps changing every day. And at this point, people don't know what to expect for the next coming days. But right now, what we're seeing is going to be very catastrophic. And shout out to the creator. His name is Mr. Global. I'm going to link this video in the description below, guys. But as we speak, so many people are just like panicking and they're buying groceries. They're buying, whatever, everything under the sun, guys.
It's just some snow.
You got stores all over the United States right now that are sold out of generators, sold out of propane tanks and everything on the sun because people don't know what to expect, especially when you talk about your southern states that don't really get snow as much as we are, as some of your northern states.
Man, I just wanted to eat a little sandwich this weekend.
I hope y'all are fucking happy eating y'all sandwiches.
Damn. I just wanted some mozzarella for my kids' quesadillas. I guess no pepper jack. This'll do.
Okay, I'm just gonna throw this out there. I deliver groceries for Walmart, and I have been delivering since about 5 o'clock. It's now like 8 o'clock, and the shelves are empty, y'all, already. I had like 4 or 5 orders, and almost every order had like 3, 4, 5 things that were missing because the shelves are completely empty. It's bare. It's not the shopper's fault, so be very nice because I have already experienced very rude people, but the shelves are empty. The place is wild. Like, the winter storm is here and everybody's freaking out.
Yeah, and this is the reality that we're going to face for the next couple of days, guys. You're going to have grocery stores slam-packed. You're going to have grocery stores, empty shelves, people racking up on water. Like, it's the end of the entire world. I'm telling you right now, guys. But I've been sitting mad thinking about this whole situation. It's really got me thinking. And in terms of, why are we even in this position in the first place? But, guys, I'm like, why can't they accurately predict what is going to happen with this entire storm. And I know nothing is ever going to be perfect. They're not going to be able to, line it up exactly how it's going to be. But it seems like right now they can't really get it right. Every single time I look at it, they're changing the path of this storm. They're making it go up even further north. Or they're saying that it's not going to be as much snow or not it's going to be as much ice. But it seems like in the past, it felt like they were able to get it accurate more often than not. I don't know if this is due to some of the cuts that the Trump administration made to some of the weather stations and some of the weather what do they call it, NOAA programs or whatever the case is. The people who are able to accurately predict the future weather, the future forecast of what we see within the country. I don't know if this is an effect of that, but it seems a little off in this situation. But I could be reaching. Please don't take that the wrong way. I'm just saying in general, guys. Like every single day I see something completely different from the previous day.
For those of you that are new to Georgia, take advice from someone that is literally born and raised in Atlanta, metro Atlanta area. When Glenn Burns tells you there's going to be an ice storm, be prepared, because that's the only weatherman that I will listen to in Atlanta, Glenn Burns. All right, so he's saying this weekend that there's going to be ice storms. I'm not telling you this to like freak you out, but just be prepared, get batteries, things like that. I know a lot of northerners are like, oh my gosh, what are you guys doing? You can't drive in snow. Well, you know what? This is an ice storm, and I would much rather have snow any day. All right, so just be prepared.
So word on the street is that.
Hey, H1 First and foremost, I'm gonna give all praise and glory to Yahweh by Shema Shah by Shem Kalkadash, the one apostles, and the Rishon Stone for giving us this and truth, and blessed be to the elect. A huge winter storm is coming. Now people are panicking. Dark times we are approaching. And 2026, we just started, man. And it's coming with a banger, man. So far, all you see is nothing but bad shit on top on bad shit on top on bad shit. So this is Ecclesiastes 3 verse 1. To everything there is a season and a time to every purpose under the heaven. A time to be born and a time to die, a time to plan and a time to pluck up that which is planted, a time to kill and a time to heal, a time to break down and a time to build up, a time to weep and a time to laugh, a time to mourn and a time to dance, a time to cast away stones, and a time to gather stones together, a time to embrace and a time to refrain from embracing, a time to get and a time to lose, a time to keep and a time to cast away, a time to rend and a time to sue, a time to keep silence and a time to speak, a time to love and a time to hate, a time of war and a time of peace. Man, we are at the time of war, man. Egyptian against Egyptian. This country is so divided. These people are divided. People nowadays hate each other. You're seeing U.S. attacking Venezuela. Man, where this place is heading to, it's gonna get ugly, man, real soon, man. Here it is, these people panic buying, buying everything, all the bread, all the things to keep them warm during this winter storm. Man, these people are losing it, man. And what's bad? When people are going on social media, ranting, talking shit, screaming, complaining, exhausted, furious, frustrated. What's bad? So this is Isaiah 29:6. Thou shalt be visited of the Lord Yahweh of hosts with thunder and with earthquake and great noise, with storm and tempest and the flame of devouring fire. And they, man, it's the Lord that's doing this, man. You know, remember, the Lord controls all things, man. He controls both sides, the good and evil, man. What is that? Isaiah 45:7, where it talks about that. He controls both sides, the good and evil. You know, what is it? Amos 3:6? Shall a trumpet be blown in the city, and the Lord hath not done it? Matter of fact, let's get it, man. Let's get it. Amos 3:6. Shall a trumpet be blown in the city, and the people not be afraid? Shall there be evil in a city, and the Lord Yahweh hath not done it? At the day, hey, he control both sides, man. You know, he control both sides, and hey, the Lord is visiting this place, man. You know, for their wickedness, man. 2 Ezra 15:5. Behold, say the Lord, I will bring plagues upon the world, the sword, famine, death, and destruction. For wickedness hath exceedingly polluted the whole earth, and their hurtful works are fulfilled. And hey, man, the Lord is visiting this place, man, for their wickedness, man. Because hey, wickedness is an all-time high, man. So when you see these thunderstorms, these big chunk of snow, you know, doing a lot of damage to the houses, the buildings, at the end of the day is judgment from the Lord, man. You know, the hurricanes, you know, thunderstorm, houses being destroyed, you know, cars being destroyed, windows being shattered, you know, trees falling. At the end of the day is all the judgment from the Lord, man. This is why he's to be feared. You know? Psalms 148 and 8, it says, fire and hail, snow and vapor, stormy wind, fulfilling his word. So hey, man, at the end of the day, the Lord does all these things, man. You know, thunderstorm, you know, snow, tornado, hurricane. Hey, man, you name it. At the end of the day, the Lord does all these things. And when people end up, you know, getting a ticket punched, you know, losing their life, at the end of the day, is all the judgment of the Lord. 1 Samuel 2:6, Deuteronomy 32:39, Isaiah 45:7, which I just quoted, Job 4:7-9, Zephaniah 3:5. Today, it's all judgment of the Lord, man. You know, and hey, man, these people are pig buying, man. You know, so just imagine when all hell break loose, man. You know, just imagine. These people are gonna lose it, man. You know, it's like gonna be that scene. I think the movie's called World War Z, where Brad Pitt and his family went to the store, man, get some, I think, medicine. But you see how people was panic buying, man. You know, getting all the foods that it can, and to go somewhere else, man, where it's safe. But hey, man, these are times we're coming into, man. You know, people panic buying, people crashing out, people are losing it. It's crazy out here, man. You know, it's crazy. So hey, man, dark times we are approaching, and hey, the year just started, man. We're not even in February yet. We're still in January, and yet all you've seen is nothing but bad shit on top of bad shit on top of bad shit. You know? This place is through. The script says evil and only evil beholders come. So it's only gonna get worser and worser and worser. So with that, I pray this video was edifying. I'll give all praise and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashim Ma'ashah, Ba'ashim Kakodash, the born apostles, and the Arshma Stone for giving us this truth, and Shalom.